You are a yummy and tasty croissant, ham and cheese. I also ordered you with a nice iced mocha. You are yummy and tasty, friends. Also, I have lit the candle again. Saint Charbil. Why? Everybody thinks the cycle's over in 3 to 6 months. Everyone. Crypto, blockchain backer, Randy Boo from Crypto Banter. I mean, it's all coming out. I think we're going to continuously see that, and that would be the biggest advantage for you and I, because if everybody is stacked on the side where they have so much PTSD that they think the cycle's over in the next 3 to 6 months, that increases the probability that we get some sort of upwards shock surprise at the end of next year. Now, you shouldn't rely on that. That's why I'm giving you this juicy news, and we're going to go through some altcoins and everything today. You don't rely on that, friends, but it really, man, it's a cycle, isn't it? Believe. You really got to believe in something. That's why I even got the bandana here, just to remind you. It's like a fight. That's the mantra. FU money for Bitcoin was 2013. Then you had HODL 2017. 4 years later, we had Diamond Hands Wag Me. That was 2021. And now the mantra of this cycle is believe in something. So, I mean, what does believe in something mean? Friends, I'm not even joking. It literally means you just hold. You don't know what the news is. You don't know when it's going to come out. You just believe. And, this has been paying big dividends for the whole cycle so far. This is the others BTC ratio, just showing you that we flipped green on the weekly super chain. Also, friends, I'm very kind of like I'm very flattered. Ooh, flattered. Everyone's watching me. Everyone, friends, all your favorite KOLs there are no favorite, but I've got to watch them with you. You know what I mean? Like, I like them all. It's okay. But they're all watching, but they're all watching. They're all using my stuff. And it's a seesaw. It's a tug of war in a very family-friendly way, that type of tugging, okay? You don't need to leave a tip at the end. So this tug of war, what's happening? You're watching in real time. You're watching PulseChain gatekept, underpriced. And I want to show you, I mean, PulseChain, like, the numbers are getting ridiculous. Like, we're undervalued now, like 22x. Worst case. Worst case, undervalued today 7x. Assuming the market doesn't move at all from here. Can you believe that? We're undervalued 7x, assuming the cycle's over. That's crazy, okay? So we have got plenty more things to come. Now, if you've been paying attention to PulseChain, friends, the pDAI narrative has obviously taken over, but it won't take over forever, okay? The only thing you can really rely on are the fluff of your slippers. They're nice and they're fluffy. We've got the Highland Bulls. But I just want to remind everybody that, friends, pDAI is a spear, and spears, they do some fancy stuff. First, they go up first. That's nice. And they lead. And this is the thing, man. I'm just going to show you what happened here. Around this time period, pDAI went up, January. In this distribution, we had the first PulseChain alt season wave up. No one was paying attention, though, because it looked like it was just like random snippets. You had like HOA moving up, for example. And like, of course, you and I were paying attention, but like for the most part, we didn't like have a lot of people really truly believing. What I'll do now is actually show you HOA, which is like one of the main spear coins of Tangang, and there's many others we'll talk to as well. So you can see it right here. So this was the move. You see this, friends? Around January, look what happens. Snap. This is against, look at this. This is nice, right? HOA. You see that? Does a 10x smack up. Okay, and you had Tangang appearing. There are others as well. Okay, they're just the ones I just remember, and I've got plenty more to go through, so don't worry. So if you go back to the pDAI chart, then it did a second wave. Now, in this second wave, you had like gophers appear. So like more things appear in the distribution part. By the way, no one in crypto, especially PulseChain, no one put these two together. I've been talking to you about this since day one because I know how this game works, but I'm just educating you, right? Showing you what happens. And then in the third wave, you had DickWifButt and more other stuff. So wave 1, wave 2, wave 3. So if you notice, right, so pDAI goes up, altcoins, pDAI goes up, altcoins, pDAI goes up, altcoins. Isn't that powerful, man? Like pDAI has 3 waves up where it's like leading. Now, no one can directly correlate that. Or like you're wondering, like why does that happen? Look, fans, I know no one's reporting on it, but it's going to pump with or without me and you knowing about it or talking about it. So what's actually happening is pDAI, it's a first cycle unicorn. pDAI, friends, actually has new people joining. And you can tell by the Telegram, okay? pDAI, they have not, half the people in there don't know what slippage is. They just don't know. They're new. And that's wonderful, man. This is fantastic because it means these people will bridge connections faster and new connections that were not there before. Okay, so everybody wins like that. because they come in, they believe, they come in, they're like, oh, this thing might go to $1. They get in, and there's other people that think that these new people are suckers, and they're like, oh, you're buying up my bags. I'm taking a profit here of like my 3x, and I'm going to rotate into other stuff. That's what ends up happening, right? But what you end up finding out by the end is what you should be doing. Not financial advice, friends. I'm just a guy who tweaks his nipples on the internet. What you should be doing is you scatter yourself out and you go, you know what, bro? Sis, cuz, all of yous, I'll see yous at the end. Just please just go do your thing, all of yous, okay? I'm not going to try time one of this, okay? That's what ends up working out at the end. And like, but when I made my first bullish video stuff and content on pDAI, friends, I was waiting for it here. I mean, like from up, down here, man, it's already up 79x. You know, like, you know, it ain't outperforming that. And remember, I added in around that 1 cent level because I was talking about it. I've got another pDAI video. I don't know if it's, trust me, every day I'm like, man, please, no more pDAI videos, please. And like, no, there's another update and another update. They're discovering more things every day. And I'm like, man, I'm not gonna shut up. Just like, oh, you guys are bored of it. I'm not making videos for you. I don't care if you're bored of it. I don't give a shit. Move over. There are people, they want to add to their bags. They want more conviction. They want to be able to see the vision. Like, hey, can PulseChain do a 100x? Yeah, it can. It actually can. Remember, friends, I wasn't even conceptualizing that. I thought, well, maybe we peak at all 100 billion market cap. No, we can actually do like a 100x pump from here. We can actually do it, okay? We can do a 50 to a 100x pump from here. The Hyperloop. How? pDAI. Okay, the purchasing power access, if pDAI gets to $1, it leverages on top of the SAC funds. Okay, so I'm gonna just give you rough numbers. Okay, approximate. If Richard just rotates Ethereum in, we can access $2 billion of purchasing power. Okay, it's almost like guaranteed, almost, right? Depends on Ethereum's price, 10, 12,000, whatever. But if we use the pDAI route, where the origin address backs pDAI, instead of 2 billion, remember that number 2? Well, it's a wild card now. So if it's successful, he could get up to like 10 billion. See, that's friends, that is, oh my gosh, like that's an extra $8 billion. That's not market cap. That's liquidity injection. All right. So now you can see why this potential Hyperloop, yeah, it really is. When I mean Hyperloop, that's exactly what we're looking at here. I'm not joking. That's how you get pHEX above $1, eHEX could hit $1. Friends, that's the type of stuff we're looking at, and it happens here. So don't sleep on any other coins as well. I love them all, okay, friends. But here's the thing, man. I know a lot of people, you might be, oh, the pDAI stuff. Is there any other things? Look, man, is there another guy like Richard Hart? No? Okay, shut up and pay attention. Okay? I'm not even saying, oh, maybe you look at it. No, bro, just shut up and pay attention. Literally shut up and pay attention, okay? There is no guy like Richard Hart. You pay attention to that. If Elon Musk told you he's making a meme coin, pay attention. Just pay attention. Imagine you had a chance to get in. You see? Is there another guy like Elon Musk? No. Same thing here. This is Pika on PulseChain, still accumulating sideways. Let pDAI do its thing. There's plenty more others as well, friends. I've been covering, I mean, I don't even have time to go through all of them, friends. Like, there's DickWifButt as well, doing a nice swoop up. It's ready. All these things are ready to go, man. I mean, I'm going to go through so many later on, but like, eye on the prize. So once you discover what pDAI is able to do for the whole PulseChain, then you see, oh, now I can see where the 100x comes from. And it's not just the core coins. Okay, when Pulse reprices higher, all the meme coins reprice higher, and they're way thinner. Yes. By the way, if you want to bridge into Solana using Phantom or whatever, the wallet, are you going to go buy soy? No. You want to go buy the meme coins on there. Okay. That's Poker Center stuff. That's Tangang stuff. That's Paw Pleb, 9-inch Hexibastard things. Okay. Many other. That's UFO, PTGC, all these other things, friends. Do you see what I mean? It's big. Look at 9mm token, friends. 9mm token, it's back up to 4 million market cap. Do you remember, man, that was getting absolutely bonked when the exploit happened. So I really need you to pay attention to these moves, okay? Now, I know it's just a swoop up like this. It is just a swoop up, okay, from the bottom. It's actually 4.2. It's actually ticking up even more. Look at this, okay? This was the exploit down here. I know it's a daily chart. Look at this, friends. They did an exploit down here. Someone cheated down here. My gosh, it's up like a 20x since then. You see this? 4 million. Do you notice how during, see pDAI going up? Unfortunately, what people do is, look, what you should be doing is, this is not financial advice, okay? You go, okay, I should be spending money from my cash account, my bank savings. That's the money I would throw into pDAI if I was participating today. If you have like $1 in your bank account, you have to buy a sandwich tomorrow. Okay, your next step is use your stable coins in crypto. That's where I'd stay. Okay, let's say you have literally 0 stable coins, rotate your Bitcoin. Maybe you're sitting on like, 0.5 of a Bitcoin or something. Okay, I would rotate like 0.1 of it. Okay, you don't have any Bitcoin, go down the line. Okay, now you have Ethereum. You have absolutely no ETH. Okay, peel off everywhere. Peel off from your core coins outside of PulseChain. Don't touch the PulseChain core coins. They're way too undervalued. You shouldn't be playing around with them. Like, you need every dollar in them, okay? That's how you should go down the line. Unfortunately, what people do is they look at their 9mm stack, and there's guys that are like, oh, I've got $2,000 in 9mm. Let me rotate all of it into pDAI. So unfortunately, what happens is, well, unfortunately for them, right? Good for us. Those Jeets splash the price down. They pay big slippage just to rush in. And then strong buyers come in and there's no sellers because there's only strong hands buying. They're like, bro, why are you selling this? You're chasing something else? Cool, I'll take it off you. Okay, that's why a lot of these coins, they got Jeeted down. DickWifButt, Pete, and all these other things, friends. That's why you see these big wicks. Okay, so I'm helping you identify this opportunity here. That's why you had a Jeeter here. This guy like smackdown Pika. Okay, he smacked down Pika 45%. Bang. In 3 days, there you go. It just bounces off him. Like, you want to chase it? Okay, it's up 60%. Like, you need pDAI now. He bought at 3 cents. So you need pDAI to be like 4.5 cents just to break even, but you slipped your Pika and this thing just reverses back. So I maintain conviction on everything, and there will be a rotation of. I showed you what happened a year ago. Yeah, that's what I'm identifying. It's like, there's a pattern we all do where pDAI thrusts up, goes sideways, everything distributes, pDAI thrusts up. It doesn't have to happen like that again, but I'm very, very primed. Now, I made a message. Shout out to Dr. Hexologist as well. So after Dr. Hexologist was done with my prostate exam, and friends, he was digging pretty hard in there. Thank you. I'm a very, very healthy man. We started all tagging Phantom. Now, Phantom is the wallet for Solana, friends. Now, Phantom is actually, see how everyone says Solana tech, fast transactions, bullocks. A big part of their adoption was Phantom. Phantom simplified a lot of the deposit process and moving process. It's a very, very like fast wallet for like just new people to use. So they just have a Phantom wallet. Now, Phantom's a very, really cute little ghost symbol. But they recently, friends, they already support Coinbase chain. You see, so by the way, Coinbase had a lot of activity. Last week I reported on it. Isn't it crazy? Like, as soon as the wallet just connects to Coinbase, it gives them a lot of activity. So what all of us have done is I started tagging them. I go, hey, can you please support PulseChain? We have a lot of wallets, PulseChain, all the Pokemon stuff. And look, man, we're actually, friends, I'm being honest, man, we're taking over crypto. We have no exchange listings pretty much, okay? And we are already ranked 6. We're bigger than XRP chain. You're 155 billion market cap for XRP. We're 1 billion for our SPI. We got more volume than you, Habib. What about Corridanzo? You guys are listed everywhere. We got more volume than you. What about all these others? Telegram, friends. Telegram is like 12 to 16x higher than Pulse. We're doing more volume than them. Real volume. We're not listed anywhere. If you go to Telegram, everything is paired with TON. TON is listed on Binance, it's listed on Bybit, listed on Coinbase, everywhere. Right, so I don't even know if it's listed on Coinbase, but it's listed everywhere. So all the bots, they're arbitraging, but crossing all the exchanges, and they're sourcing from the chain. So like, buy $100,000 of it and sell $101,000 of it. It's only $1,000 of net volume. But with PulseChain, we don't have that. Look how much volume we're doing already. We're absolutely killing it. Okay, you got to think about the buy and burn and everything on PulseX. Okay, SEX, strawberries, egg custard tarts, and extremely yummy donuts. Okay. It's like, it's telling us, man, the Hyperloop's coming. This is without, friends, we haven't even got pDAI or dollar. We haven't even seen the true potential, right? I have a chart here as well that BCB put just like as an example for like Ethereum, friends. Ethereum getting to 6,200 from about its price up here. So that's what it'll kind of look like, going up, have a lot of these scares and going up here. But that's his actual end of cycle, friend. That's actually, he's literally his end of cycle here. It's kind of funny as well, bro, because that XRP flips ETH if you look at it, because he's got like a $10 XRP target for the whole cycle. And if I show you like meth, just goes up to here, that's 60%. So it basically, XRP pretty much flips it. Look, I don't know if these things are going to happen. I know just playing around with squiggles, and it's not meant to be a real example. Look, I still think, man, it will be racist unless Ethereum goes to 7,200. Then we can figure out what to do from that moment. Just be careful, man. Like, next year, friends, remember I told you about your Jeet stack? Yeah, what if Ethereum has to come back and test this bank, and then we go up at the end of next year? That'd be nice. But yeah, nice, and like what reality is, we'll see. I found this very funny as well, friends. This is Microsoft. Okay, Microsoft is bleeding the Bitcoin, down 98%. This is kind of hilarious, man. Oh, this is so funny. Microsoft, they showed how many shareholders were in favor of adding Bitcoin to the balance sheet. It was only 0.55%. 0.55% of MicroSoy shareholders. And so obviously I had to remind everybody, Microsoft is named after the doodle status of the shareholders: soft, flaccid, unable to do your job, filled with estrogen. My gosh, beta males everywhere there. Microsoft is down 98% against BTC in the past 9 years. So what we now do is, friends, we have like this public shaming ritual, which everyone's going to do in crypto. And like these guys, friends, we're just going to invert their charts. We're going to show you like, hey, dummy, how's your decision to reject Bitcoin now? You just keep doing it over and over and over again. Everyone's going to do it, by the way. Whether you and I do it doesn't really matter. It's going to build up to something big. Like, I almost feel sorry for them. Like, they think, don't worry, we don't need them. Dude, you're getting absolutely murdered. And next year, you're going to be embarrassed by this 4-year cycle euphoria. They're going to rethink everything, all right? That's what's coming on the other end. Obviously, they are a soy jack, okay? I even tagged them, Microsoft Education. Micro soy, start educating your soy boys on how to make some proper green candle gains. So, look, they've never seen what crypto can do. Not just what crypto, they know the candles and the charts. They don't know what the people are made of, okay? We have had to battle in a world where there are no guns anywhere. You can't tell anybody, hey, hold my coin, force my coin with a gun. You have to actually do it by forming friendships, making bonds, building bridges. And so we're like masters of it now. Man, I'm very excited for this PulseChain volume ranking, friends. We're like number 6, okay? And we haven't even started, bro. Like, oh, we haven't even started. Friends, on PUI, SUI. So in my juicy news, I checked out PUI. PUI had like a 300 million volume. But number 1, they're listed on all exchanges. There's a lot of like, I guess the leverage volume, the BS leverage volume between these scum MEV bots and stuff, and quant nerds going back and forth making like 1 cent. Okay. There's that advantage. Okay. Number 2, PUI, I checked out, minimum 30% of their volume was just stablecoin arbitrage. It's USDC with USDC pairs. So like stablecoins arbitraging themselves. By the way, Richard Hart, he could do that in heartbeat. You guys know that? He literally, no pun intended, heartbeat. He could literally, if he really wanted to, set up some stable coins. He could just set up the money. He could build his own bots. I'm not even joking. Like, it's so simple to do. He could do it in heartbeat. But you're making such little dollars to do this junk. He's like basically letting other people come and do it because he wants them to build the bridges, but it'll just fake up the volume. It's not even fake up, it'd be real. But like, most of the volume will just be arbitrage trading because like, okay, you know how everything's meant to be $1? Well, if DAI on another, if DAI on, say, PulseChain, the estrogen DAI, not the real DAI, pDAI, but estrogen DAI, let's say it trades down to like 0.99995 or whatever. So someone comes and buys that up and then sells it to the eDAI on the Costa Bridge. They have the inventory and it's like, oh, we're doing all this volume. But it's like they're making like cents. They're making like $1 on the trade, but they're just ratcheting up the volume. So we don't really care about that. And Richard always says, dude, you can't make money on the volume anyway. You can't trade that volume. It's a nice indicator for the buy and burn for PulseX. That's why I got to repeat to you. We don't have any fake volume from the core speeds on any CEXs or the stablecoin arbitrage. And I repeat, this is without any scammy inventory arbitrage exchange stuff. And look, they're not really scammy, but just kind of show you like, man, it's easy to like fudge these numbers. Now, everyone wants to know where to from here. What I'm going to do, friends, I'll go through all the PulseChain core coins. Just to like, let's do a fib on a macro range of the fib and just to show us where could we land in this next big first alt season wave, right? I do a fib from the top to the bottom. And let's just check it. Does it change on the log? No, it doesn't change on log. It would bring about 11x day one sack. Okay, 11x day one sack. Man, that'd be hilarious if we actually got that. Please, God, please, God, please, God. Yeah, around 11x, man, because Eric Wall's bet is 10x day one sack. Oh, that'd be wild if we actually went pew, like triangle, and then bang, bang. See ya. That'd be glorious if we got Sable like that. So yes, by the way, it doesn't have to hit the 4x extension, that top one, okay? But like technically anywhere from like 7 to 11x day one sack, that might be like the first leg for Pulse. Now, friends, I'm going to show you PulseX with the big extension. Let's have a look at what it can do on that big extension. Where you can like, look, you could do it from the bottom here or the bottom here. That doesn't really matter, okay? This would be about 5x day one sec around here. Maybe Richard does some ratio stuff and maybe it lands closer to here, but who knows, okay? So around 5x day one sec. So the return from today, if we got there to that highest extension, you know, anywhere from like 6x to about 11, right? 6 to 11x, which I think would be fantastic. Remember, it's wave 1. That's why I think if we get there, just once again, I know I've done a lot of nipple tweaking. I've got the candles lit for us, but if we got up here, I've got a feeling, man, there'll be some sort of like, bleh, right? And that would be everyone thinking the cycle's over. See, that's like a 70% drop. And everyone thinks the cycle's over. And I could just, friends, I could see it, man. Blockchain Backer says it's over. Crypto says it's over. Crypto Banzer says it's over. Even Ivan says it's over. And I'm like, oh, this is so hard. I'll go, you know what? If I have to tweak my nipples just to get us up higher, I'm going to do it. Okay, I can feel it, friends. I'll literally be standing in front of the crowd yelling that it's all over. And I'm like, you know what? It's not over. Believe in something. I'm holding because I freaking believe. And I know I look like a retard today, but guess what? I look like a retard back then too. So I can feel that, man, that 70% drop. And then at the end of next year, something appears. Now, I'm hoping this is pDAI pegging. Okay, why? Hex peaked in September 2021. All right, so you never know, man. pDAI comes and pegs, and then we do the hyperloop. Pew, 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 pew. That'd be fantastic. I know they're just squiggly lines. Okay, I don't know, but just doesn't it make sense though? Like believe in something, everybody gives up, and I'm going, hey, 4-year cycle, and they're like, no, it's stupid. Well, the 4-year cycle's over. I'm like, Habib, 4-year cycle, not 3.2, not 3.5, 4-year cycle, Habib. And then, you know, everyone's going to come out and say, he's biased, he's offside, he just wants to get out. That'll come out. I'm like, you know what, man? You do you, man. I'm holding. Okay, so let's do a big fib extension on Hex as well. Let's check it out, friends. A Hex extension from the top to the bottom. About 16 cents. I mean, whee! Yeah, another 5, 6x. That's nice. 16 cents. Remember, that's first wave, friends. That will be first wave. And you're like, wow, 16 cents. Let's actually check it out. There's a bit of racism here with that text. You never know. It comes back, 16 cents. Everyone's like, yay, we're never going down. And then we do come down. Something happens here. And then pDAI dollar, hyperloop. That'd be amazing, man. Oh, man, if you get that, red, like and then Richard does a wallet sacrifice. And then Crypto Banter says he's putting it in. And I'm like, oh, it's the haters. The haters are back, friends. You know what that means. Now, let's check out Ink. So, Baby Doll Ink, where would a macro, the Ink's weird, friend, not weird, because Ink drops so much. The macro fib takes it to $337, okay? So, that's like, that's enormous. If you did the fib from the top here to the bottom, yeah, it's around the same thing. Look for it. But in the context of racism and transphobia, let us do this. Let's do the fib from this one down to here. It gets us $37. So that kind of lines up with everything else. Everything pretty much does the same. Yeah, 11 to 12x. Yeah, there's going to be some variations, man. Yeah, one of them does like twice the move. One of them does only half. So it's about $37 Ink price. Remember, Ink is the key, friends. Greenest logo in crypto. Does that excite you? I mean, it excites me, friends. I mean, like, I've tweaked my nipples twice for this. I can only imagine what happens if I tweak them for a third time here. What about Erection Hex? Now, Erection Hex, friends, the only source of protein left on Ethereum. I know this isn't a real big thing to do, but eHEX, wow, man, man, we're not allowed to do that. That's too big. 45 cents. 45, nah, no way. Let's do the fib from the Richard Hart FUD down here. It's about 5 cents. So it would be around in line. Yeah, there's going to be a ratio move here. Yeah, there you go. Everything does about, 5 to 10x. I won't think it's over at that point, but I will be telling you, hey man, it's going to get nasty in that correction. So you're going to need to tell mom, dad, your pet dog, maybe you got a squirrel, girlfriends, boyfriends, whatever you've got these days. You're going to have to tell them you made something out of this cycle. So Jeet it out yourself. No, not really Jeet, bro. You've been holding on the whole way. Just take some profit for yourself. It could be 5%, could be 10%, could be a third. Just something where like once we're down 70%, because it's not going to be easy. You're like, okay, this dude would literally peg nipples. The peg nipple guy is telling me the cycle's not over, but every single person out there is telling me the cycle's over. It's not going to be easy to be like, oh, I'm going to look like the peg nipple guy wearing the Pokemon hat. All right. It's not going to be easy. I just don't want you to stress in that moment when that happens. It's kind of funny, man. Like I was like, man, if that happens, what a manifestation that'll be. Now, as a bonus surprise out here, remember, Icosa is slingshot leverage and HEX. Just to show you the potential of things that will happen, friends. So if HEX, maybe if HEX does, 5 to 10x, let's just do this. Let's take an 8x. If HEX does an 8, this might do, I'm not even joking. If HEX does an 8, I can see this going to a fib of like, my gosh, around a fib here. But this number kind of scares me with how big that number. Oh my, that is, my gosh. I don't even want to say it. That is 6 times whatever HEX does. So 6 8s are 47 plus 1 minus 1, which is a 48x. Wow. So does that mean Icosa could do like a... But Icosa's is the way it should be actually do higher. But I'm talking about that next cycle one wave. Everyone get a bit spicy out here. We're here to buy the altcoins here. Let's look at where would a 48x take us. And look, friends, this line here, that's where Icosa should be today. Based off, HEX was 3 cents in August 2022. Icosa started at $1.50. So Icosa should be $1.50 right now. It's 15 cents. It's literally like... Nothing's free, but it's 10x undervalued. That's how undervalued it is, okay? It's because the market's like we're waiting for Alex, and then Alex is delayed and stuff. You have to do stuff. So that's why the market's like, oh, well, we'll deal with you later. But it's slingshot leverage. It might not give you that time. Where would a 48x take us? A 48x, man, this is wild, man, if this happens. Oh, my God. Oh, my gosh. 48x. Wow. So let's just say $5. That's a 30x because you got an eIcosa, pIcosa. Yeah, man, that's wild. That's crazy, man. It's 15 cents. Yeah, so there could be like a 30 banger to 50 banger left on the table here. So remember these fib extensions, they're just fibs, bro. They don't have to go all the way there. It's nice. It's nice to just get a bit tangy over there. Now, in my unbiased opinion, during this time, I feel like pDAI. During that moment, I feel like, but here's the thing, man. If they all do like 8x and pDAI does 8, that's, bro, you're already 20 cents. My gosh. Which kind of means it goes to like 20 eventually. This is March, friends. Maybe it goes up, does something here, it goes up to 20 cents. And then, and everyone is like, well, the pegging's definitely happening. Then we have that scare that comes all the way down. You never know, friends. Maybe just something will happen. Maybe Richard just sells like 100,000 pDAI or something off one account. Honestly, I'd do it if I were him. Just screw everybody there. Cause let me in more. I'd like to buy that dip because you go, oh sweet, bro. Like you don't accidentally make it to 30 cents unless you're going to $1. You know what I mean? So if it got up here and it did like a big correction, let's see what like a 70% drop would take us down to like 5 cents or something from like 25 cents back down to like, 5, 6 cents. And then the shock in the second half of the year, something happens, everyone thinks it's over. And then somehow it finally makes it to the very end. This is September, by the way. Okay. Oh boy, man. Like, I know these numbers look like crazy, but no, but we've been sitting offside forever. Like the stock market got to go up only for literally 3 years and we make no money. So it's not actually fair, but actually fair because crypto gives you these high gains because remember I told you it's a very long duration asset. Your liquidity is actually locked up for like 3 years, whether it's like really locked up or contract or just like liquidity wise, it's just like the traded price like a commodity is like really, really low. So you just have to wait for everybody to come in. If you are able to like, wait that long, which you are, friends, that's why you've been watching me. I'm very, very excited of what's to come. Look, if your net, I'm just telling you now, look, you can do what you want with your money, but if your net worth is under 300,000, be careful about cheating out your pDAI at 10 cents. Really, really, really be careful, okay? Look, do what you want. Okay, if it goes to 0, it's on you. Okay, it's 78x on side, by the way, from my first videos. Okay, where I made videos, it's 78x. Literally 78x. So technically, it's a profitable thing now. However, if we go to that 10-cent mark and your net worth, you know, friends, let's say your net worth is like under say $100,000. Let's say that happens to you, 100,000. Just be careful. Don't look. I don't want to tell you not to do anything, but I would be careful about cheating. I would really be careful because it seems like this first cycle unicorn, friends, first cycle unicorns, they don't stop until the end. They go the whole distance. Okay, that's why they're a freaking unicorn. Like they don't just go like, oh, let's just stop somewhere. You know what I mean? Like they don't do that. They go the whole distance. Okay, they just take over. That's why they're unicorns. Just be careful if you're exiting into something else around here. You might screw yourself up because it's just, you know, maybe you go back into a Pulse and Hex or something, but I would just personally leave it, okay? If you're scared, take out a third, maybe stack some Pulse, whatever. But yeah, obviously you can do what you want. I'm trying to guide you, man. I know markets, okay? Like, here's the thing. People think like, oh, Sami has this one coin and he only cares about this one coin. No, my friend. I've looked at, you know, like over 5,000 all these communities, all these telegrams. Man, I know these things they're not flukes. You understand? They keep going and going and going. It's just like Hex, man. Imagine thinking Hex was done at 3 cents 4 years ago. And then it went to 6, and then 9, and then 15, and then 25, 35, 45, 50. See what I mean? That might be coming our way. Make sure you like, subscribe, bell button, or catch you in the next one.